Wise investments in real estate could provide endless streams of passive income that will pay your bills forever. The high potential returns of these real estate investing strategies means the possibility of achieving financial freedom much sooner than originally thought possible. In this video, we'll explore several proven real estate investing strategies that can help you achieve financial independence by paying your bills with real estate. Make sure to stay to the end because there's an option here for just about anyone. Wholesaling real estate is like being a real estate matchmaker. You find great deals on properties and connect them with eager investors. You don't need to be loaded with cash or renovate houses. All you need are negotiation skills and an eye for discounted properties. You spot a diamond in the rough, negotiate a below-market value price with the seller, and lock it down with a contract. Then, you turn around and assign that contract to an investor for a profit, or assignment fee as it's called. This is basically how a store like Walmart operates. They purchase items at a low price and facilitate the transaction with the end buyer. Sellers are happy to unload the property without the headache and long process of putting the home on the market, and in many cases, retail buyers wouldn't even consider it due to its condition. Buyers are happy because they get a deal for less than market-ready homes, and you're happy because you get a chunk of the money for connecting the buyer and the seller. It's a fantastic way to dip your toes into the real estate world and make some quick cash without the long-term commitment. Don't be fooled. Wholesaling isn't a walk in the park, but if you're up for the challenge and ready to make those deals happen, wholesaling could be perfect for you. House hacking might just be the absolute best way for beginners to generate income from real estate. You buy a property, but instead of just living in it, you become a real estate investor and rent out parts of the place to cover your expenses. Imagine living in a duplex or a multi-unit building. You live in one unit, and the rent from the other units helps pay your mortgage, and ideally even more. It's like living rent-free, where the income from your tenants covers the mortgage and other related expenses. This can be done with a multi-family home, duplex, or even a single-family home or condo in which you rent out the extra rooms. House hacking lets you dip your toes into real estate without breaking the bank, and it's a total game changer for building wealth. And the best part is that it doesn't require a huge down payment like most rental real estate. Normally, financing an investment property requires a 20% down payment or more, but if you're going to be living in the property, it's possible to buy a home with less than 5% down. If you're itching to get into the property game and want to be the ultimate money-saving master, house hacking is the way to go. Investing in multifamily homes and renting out the units on a long-term basis is one of the oldest strategies in the book. Doing this can provide endless cash flow with minimal effort. Purchasing a multifamily home like a duplex, triplex, fourplex, or even larger, you can rent out each unit to separate families. Well-maintained rental units are always in demand because everyone needs a comfortable place to live, and when you treat tenants well, they'll stick around, making your life a whole lot easier. Sure, there might be some bumps on the road, repairs and late-night calls about busted pipes, but it's all part of the landlord game, and these aren't as common as you'd think when you're a good landlord. The key is to know the numbers, like how much the units will rent for and how much it's going to cost to keep the place in tip-top shape. Not every apartment is a moneymaker. In fact, most of them for sale on the market are bad deals, which is why it's absolutely critical to have accurate income and expense information. You need to be able to accurately assess the market rents of the units and know exactly how much the expenses are going to be. Taxes, insurance, repairs, maintenance, landscaping, vacancy, and turnover expenses can turn a seemingly great deal into a terrible one. This is a long-term strategy and won't make you rich overnight, but the steady cash flow combined with other incredible benefits of long-term rental real estate is sure to build long-term wealth. Everyone and their brother has heard about short-term rentals by now, but gaining popularity is a different strategy. Mid-term rental real estate is like the middle ground between short-term and long-term rentals. You rent out your property to tenants for a few months to a year, kind of like a sweet spot between the usual one-night stays and those long-term commitments. It's perfect for people who are on work assignments, exploring a new area, or just need a temporary home. In many cases, the tenants consist of traveling nurses, doctors, or other working professionals. In the best part, you get more stability and fewer turnovers than short-term rentals, plus higher rental rates than traditional long-term leases. This is a win-win for both you and the renters. Mid-term rental real estate is a little less hands-on than short-term rentals, but you still get the flexibility to adjust rates and find new tenants more often. It's like finding that perfect balance. Not too long, not too short. If you're looking for a way to dip your toes into real estate without the commitment of long-term leases, mid-term rentals might just be your sweet spot. Picture this. You're a real estate investor, but you want to skip the whole landlord drama and property management headache. Answering calls about plumbing problems or dealing with non-paying tenants sounds like a complete nightmare. There's another option, and that's buying shares of real estate companies in the stock market. REITs are real estate investment trusts that you can invest in without actually owning any physical property. You buy shares in these companies just as you would Apple or Amazon, and they own and operate all sorts of income-generating properties, from luxury apartments to shopping malls and office buildings. They dish out dividends to shareholders from the rental income they rake in, which results in much higher income than what you'd typically earn in the stock market. Just remember, like any investment, there's still risk involved, so the value of your shares will generally rise and fall with the stock market's fluctuations, but that's just part of the game. So if you're looking for an easy way to dive into real estate and let your money do the work, REITs might be the perfect way for you to generate extra income. Live-in house flipping is like a toned-down version of flipping houses for those who don't have a bunch of time, money, or experience to take on the risk. A live-in flip means just that. You'll live in the home while it's being renovated. Here's how it works. You buy a fixer-upper, but not just any fixer-upper. It must be a home that will return a profit after the renovations have been completed. Then, you move in and complete the renovations over the course of a year or more. You can take your time and tackle one project at a time, spreading out the cost and making it much more manageable. Living on-site means you have much less overhead than a house flipper, providing better profit margins and the ability to pay more for the property. And when all the hard work is done, you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor and pocket some profit when you decide to sell. Live-in house flipping is all about patience, the ability to live in a construction zone for months on end, and the satisfaction of turning a rundown property into something the next owners will appreciate. Just remember one of the secrets of renovating that all professional investors live by. The budget will always go out the window, and things will always cost more than expected. Real estate investing offers numerous opportunities to generate passive income and achieve financial freedom. Whether through long-term rentals, house hacking, REITs, mid-term rentals, or wholesaling, there are strategies suited to different preferences, and there are many different options with which you can provide a valuable service. Success in real estate investing requires thorough research, due diligence, and a lot of homework. By using one or more of these proven strategies, you'll be well on your way to financial freedom.